Hello, Mithril here once again. Before we resume the run, I do want to preface this with another quick trigger warning, again on the subject of self-harm and suicide. There is a rather nasty description of an act of suicide in this part. Thankfully nothing visually displayed, but still a pretty nasty description, so be warned on that. I'm still kinda trying to figure out the best way to go about warnings like this. Like, there was a small part dealing with potential self-harm earlier in this run, but I didn't feel like it needed a warning, if only because it was a very minor part, and we stopped the act from actually occurring, so I'm not sure on that. I also worry about overusing warnings like these. I'd relegate them to just putting them in the video descriptions, but I know not everyone reads those, so yeah, just still kinda trying to figure it all out. If you have any thoughts on the matter, feel free to let me know in the comments to see what we can work out. With that though, let's get back to it. Okay, so the only one we have left is Curious Case of a Contagious Coma, which we haven't done either ending for this one, apparently. More and more people fall unconscious and cannot be awakened. People trying to wake the patients up result with them falling into a coma themselves. A whole wing of the town's hospital has been dedicated for the comatose. Is there anything connecting these people, and how did this strange illness start? Let's check the news reports about this weird disease and try to find the cause before more people fall asleep. Patient 0, investigate the village location twice to complete this quest. Alright. Also, while it's on my mind, I just want to have a look at this. Oh yeah, the dog store is completely gone. Hardware shop does still exist, though. Where was the pharmacy? I know I ended up there once. And I'm sure that other time that I was just looking blindly around the hospital for it, people were probably telling... people in the comments were probably just going crazy over that one. But, yeah. Yeah, go ahead and refresh my memory on that one. How do you get to the pharmacy? Because the prescription is just so much dead weight, but nothing I can really do about it. Okay, so let's investigate the village. That dog is so cute. Towering Eyes Prophet. People point and talk about a man on the other side of the street. He looks confused, muttering to himself while occasionally touching a festering wound on his cheek. You stop in your tracks and listen to the man's cursed incantation, -2 reason. But gain a spell. I never checked to see what skin removal did. But yeah, okay, so that's the thing. I suffer a doom penalty for using a spell rather than reason loss. Okay, this is a combat spell. Offensive deals 5 damage, costs 3 reason, so is it a 1-to-1 to where I instead would incur 3 doom? Enthrallment. Support investigation. Gain an additional follower, discard on use, cost 4 reason. Neither of these seem like super useful. But forgetting the spell gives me reason. Interesting. Okay. So there is a point to getting spells even if I don't want to use them. 'Cause yeah, I've got plenty of followers right now. So yeah, I'll just take some reason. Similarly, my dagger's doing more damage, so I don't really think I want this? Because if I'm interpreting this right, 3 doom per use is kind of a lot. So yeah, I'll just get some more reason. I'm sure at some point I'll actually end up trying to use spells, but this does not seem like a good case for doing so. Okay, so let's investigate the village one more time. Stargazing. Your friend has asked you to meet them at a certain secluded location. Getting there, you find a telescope with a note signed by your friend. The note tells you to look through the telescope. Somehow I don't think this is going to be the harmless ink ring around your eye prank. You don't see anything at first. Then you notice it. The bloated body of Athiolaz is getting closer, plus 3 doom. Thankfully our doom still isn't too terrible, considering this is the last investigation we have to do. An old man from the village hands you a package. This should help you understand the illness. Plus item. Dust of Seeing. Momentarily renders invisible creatures partially visible. Sets enemy power to 0. I'm gonna guess we have to use this in a specific place, though. Okay, so let's get to what we're actually supposed to be doing. Investigate school. Corridor is flooded by a black sludge that's slowly oozing from under the door to the chemistry classrooms. A damp, moldy stench grows as you get closer. How are you going to get to the other side? We don't have an empty bottle. Honestly, let's take a detour. Better safe than sorry. You take the stairs up to another floor to avoid the sludge, plus 2 doom. Reports mention a patient 0. Who could they be? Investigate downtown. Something is wrong. You don't see anyone on the street, and you could have sworn it was crowded just a minute ago. You better hurry out of here, minus 1 reason. Not too bad. We're actually doing okay on both stamina and reason. You have to sneak into the hospital and borrow the patient 0's information. Our master is coming, and we all can bask in its glory. Whoa! Magician, glitched. Yeah, no kidding. Okay, so you have a doom penalty to you. Alright. By default, we have an 85% chance to hit, so that's actually even better. Okay, I can boost chance on 2 hits, so let's make at least 2 of those have a better shot. And I missed one of the boosted ones. Of course I did. Perfect. Okay, so if I hit with all of these, I win. And so, of course, I miss one. Fine. There, I'm hitting you with powerful stuff. Badly bleeding. Injury major. Chance of losing 1 stamina each investigation. Well, to the hospital with us. Okay. Hasty aid. When receiving a combat stamina wound, replace hasty aid with a new random injury. Gee, thanks! Nice. Okay, I still can't risk taking another bottle. Alright. You feel like the skull is observing your every move. Okay, can't do anything with this here. You got the name and address. Let's get out of here. Well, apparently we're still investigating the hospital anyway, even though we're getting out of here. You stumble upon a nurse trying to open a door to the intensive care unit, constantly mumbling something. When she turns around, her face makes you scream in horror. I mean, I'm used to Silent Hill nurses that just have kind of weird blobby faces, so this isn't that weird to me. Okay, this is... You go after reason, so I shouldn't have to worry about the new major injury thing. Hopefully. 93 chance to hit. Okay. Watch me still somehow miss. Okay, we hit with all of those. Cut arm sinew. Major, deal -1 damage in combat. Really? I mean, I should still be able to finish this. Okay. To the hospital again. Come on, we're this close to completing a run with this backstory. I want to finish this. Really, that requires 2 funds. Okay, you know what? We're getting rid of the mask. Discharge summary. Okay, there we go. +20 experience. That's what I'd like to have had all this time. Should at least be able to level up by now. Oh yeah. Okay. So, status-wise, we're actually even on stamina and reason. Kinda feel like more's been going after my reason. So I'll go with that for now. Let's see. +1 luck, attuned with the natural rhythm of life. That's just, I can hold an extra item. Natural ability to guide others. It's +1 charisma, so... I mean, boosting stats might be good, so let's go with leadership and reason. Patient Zero's house seems empty. You should search it carefully. While you walk through the crowded space, someone bumps into you and quickly apologizes. Realize what's happening. Perception check failure. Before you realize your wallet is missing, the thief is long gone. -2 funds. 2 of my non-existent funds. What shall I do? Yeah, thankfully I can't go to negative. Though, I do want to prevent the hey, you could sell us something guy from showing up. So yeah, let's get rid of the shovel. Honestly, at this point, I don't see myself using the kendo helmet. So there we go. That man dabbled in magic. You found a journal, describing a certain village and instructions for a summoning ritual. It seems that he tried to contact a being from the dream realms. Okay. Exhausted. The investigation is starting to take a toll on your health. You feel like you're about to fall asleep standing up. How do you address your weakened state? Well, jogging around the block didn't work out for me last time. Don't have the hot bath skill. Taking a nap would probably be a doom penalty if I had to guess. Coffee! This double frappe macchiato is a nice pick-me-up. -1 fund. Okay, it didn't do anything else for me, but at least didn't punish me other than taking away 1 fund. The quarantine wing is guarded closely. You must find a way to sneak through. So we're back to the hospital. Sunset break. You meet with your friend who has recently started her nurse practice. You lazily chat on the roof of the hospital watching the sunset. Now would be the perfect opportunity to ask about the recent unearthly events. Okay, we did ask about them last time. So this time, let's not ruin the calm moment. Sometimes it's better not to know. You chat until your friend's break is over. +1 reason. Okay. There it is. Let's hope you find an answer here. Investigate the quarantine wing. You've managed to sneak through the floor, avoiding the police, and finally reached the quarantine wing, where all the coma patients were brought in. Their pulse is slowly weakening, and the blood pressure dropping. You must hurry. Investigate or use the dust of seeing. I mean, we had to jump through some hoops to get this, so let's use it. Following the old man's advice, you throw the dust of seeing in the air. It reveals weird elongated monsters hanging from the ceiling, one above every bed. Each creature is connected to a patient with an undulating tendril. As you try to process everything, one of the disgusting creatures raises its head and looks in your direction. Prepare yourself. The creature causing the contagious coma plaguing your town has taken notice of you. You must defend yourself or perish. 42 HP, -2 all. I have 80% chance to hit. Dream Devourer. I mean, you actually look like something that could belong in Silent Hill. I'm not gonna lie, you actually look kind of cool. Alright. So yeah. Again, I honestly feel like this is my best strategy. This one. And we have Cut Arm Sinew again. It's a popular one. Deal -1 damage in combat. Okay, that was actually the hasty aid changing to that. So yeah, thanks for that one, game. Okay, we hit with all of them that time. I'm not gonna finish you off on this attempt, no matter what I do. So let's just try and get you into range where a guaranteed hit will take you out. Yeah, we're good. Fractured ribs. -1 dex. Okay. Well, the Lighthouse is going to be interesting. New achievement unlocked. The creature's severed body falls on the floor and starts melting slowly. The remaining part slithers back into the now closing hole in the ceiling. You've managed to catch a glimpse of the other side. The other side makes you fall on your knees. It wasn't its body that you've managed to cut off. It was just a finger. That's foreboding. Shaken, you sneak out from the hospital. One thing is certain, though. It's the end of this weird illness. Curious case of a contagious coma ending A. Rewards for solving this mystery. Dream Eater. The hospital is now safe. Knowledge is key. +50 experience. 15 experience for thorough investigation. -3 doom. +1 reason and stamina for tireless. +1 day. +2 doom. So we're at 78 doom for going to the Lighthouse. So we've got some wiggle room. Old God stirs. Freaky flood. Did the water level suddenly increased, or is our city slowly sinking? Exploring the seaside location has a chance of inflicting drenched status. Well, we're going to the lighthouse, so that doesn't matter. Unfortunately, I can't go to the hospital at this point, I don't think, to tend to my injuries. Okay. Because, yeah, I don't think there's any way I can actually go to another town location between mysteries. So, yeah, we're stuck with what we've got. Okay, here we go. The ominous lighthouse has been closed down for longer than you can remember. Okay. Open the locks. Enter lighthouse. You finally made it inside the cursed lighthouse. Inside the cursed lighthouse. Your gut is telling you two things: that whoever or whatever is behind the weird events must be on the highest floor of this place, and that you should run as far away as you can. You're afraid. There won't be a way back once you start climbing these stairs. Okay, so how am I status-wise? 8 stamina, 12 reason. I think I do want to rest a bit. I'm going to get myself to 10 stamina. We'll work with this. Up we go. Yeah, unfortunately resting won't do anything for that. So, okay, what am I dealing with again? I do 1 less damage in combat, and I have 1 less dex. Hey, who wants to bet I'm gonna have to do a dex check? Oh yeah, and I have to deal with an extra floor. Trial of Blood, Knives. Following the winding staircase, you find a metal gate that blocks your way. It's locked, but you notice an electrical cable. It seems to connect the door to a hole inside the central pillar. If there's a switch inside, you'll have to risk getting cut by the numerous glass shards and knives. Bet you anything this is dex. Yep. Dex check failure. Not enough dex. You can feel the sharp glass ripping your flesh as you search for the switch. Finally, you grab a cable and follow it with your bleeding fingers until you find the button. With a buzz, the gate opens. Oh, screw you, medical history. Trial of Blood, Acid. Following the winding staircase, you find a metal gate that blocks your way. A cable that should be powering it is currently disconnected. The power box itself is covered in a weird moist goo. Just inhaling the fumes makes your eyes itch and water, but to power the gate, you'll need to disconnect a faulty plug. I mean, I don't have any other options. Strength check failure. Not enough strength. You're surprised how much effort it takes to disconnect the faulty plug. As you force it, the weird goo burns your fingers. Finally, you manage to separate the faulty plug and connect the proper cable. With a buzz, the gate opens, -3 stamina. We're gonna die due to stamina loss at the lighthouse. Conspirant, delinquent girl. You're stopped by a girl wearing dirty black school uniform. I'm sorry, but I can't let you go any further, she says, reaching for her bag. It's too late anyway. You instinctively take a step back when you notice a knife in her hand. You have to think fast. Try to reason with her. Not enough charisma. You try to talk her into allowing you to pass, but suddenly she raises the knife and slices right across her own throat, nearly decapitating herself. Ugh. You carefully step over her body, -2 reason. This is not going well. Climbing up the winding staircase, you're stopped by a masked man wearing an expensive suit. The rules have changed, kiddo, he says, taking the jacket and the mask off. Nothing personal, really. The ultimate opportunist, Takashi-san. He only goes for Doom, though, and we still have 14% wiggle room there. And I have a 95% chance to hit, so that's good. I still can't get in the more powerful attack as a finishing strike, though. I'm just going to make sure that the last 2 hits are 100%. Because, yeah, we just need to get through this as quickly as we can. Did that still take stamina, though? Or was I always at 4? Yeah, I was at 4. The game's getting to me. So if all these hit, I should be good, I think. Or wait, no. I'm doing 3 damage per hit, so this would only be 12. So I'll have to go one more round. Tiny cuts. No effect. More annoying than anything, and this late in the game, hopefully that shouldn't be too bad. You know what? I'm just gonna make sure. Wall of photos, you. Just want to check real quick. I can level up. Leveling up in the Lighthouse, heck yeah. Outdoorsman, art knowledge, fast hands. Luck, perception, or switching equipment during combat encounters. I don't think I really care about that one for now. Let's go with some art knowledge, get some perception. Art knowledge and stamina. Okay, following the winding staircase, you are stopped. Wait a minute. Someone has been taking your photos. They focused on the enemies you fought with. There's something wrong, but you can't precisely say what. Select the enemy you fought as the second one. Oh boy, what was the second enemy I fought? I didn't fight anything in the first mystery, the entirety of that. I think, actually, the second thing I fought was Akamanto True Form. Correct answer. You're up the photo. Underneath it is a tiny button. You press it and with a buzz, the gate opens. Plus 10 experience. Garbled memories. Following the winding staircase, you are stopped. Wait a minute. Someone broke into your apartment, stole all the clues and newspaper clippings, and pinned them here. The more you study them, you discover you can't remember any of them except one. Select the title of a mystery you investigate as the second one. Okay, that was, Chilling Chronicle of a Crimson Cape. You rip the newspaper clipping off a case you seem to remember. Underneath it is a tiny button. You press it and with a buzz, the gate opens. The dark clouds swirl around the lighthouse. Did you arrive too late? Well, we have the right item this time anyway. As the unnatural fog slowly lifts, you are relieved and collapse on the floor. We made it! The next day, everything feels like a bad dream. You've managed to stop the ritual awakening the eldritch old god, but what's done is done. It'll stir in its slumber again and again until the stars are right again. Congratulations, you are safe. For now. So, investigative reporters have a better shot of getting out than Yakuza drivers. Good to know. Congratulations, you've survived. Level 6, difficulty level cultist, equipped ritual dagger and camera. Backstory, medical history. So we actually did clear it with that. I did not have faith that I would get through with that, so I'm kind of surprised. And I forgot to change the timeline. Oh well, maybe next time. Okay, summoned old god, Athiolazth. Incoming doom 90%. Playthrough lasted 105 minutes, 19 seconds. In this run, you managed to solve 5 mysteries plaguing this town. Saw 31 new events, encountered 9 new enemies, 5 new achievements unlocked. Alright. We did good. So yeah, before we call it, I'll take a quick look at the achievements list to see if I can find what the new ones are that I got there, so those playing along at home can see where we are. Okay. Okay, Peking Tom, we know that when we had that. Exercise a Ghost. Grinding Summer. Fit Girl. Reporter Survivor. Complete the game with the 5th character. Unlock samurai outfits. Okay. Bad luck. Roll a 1 during a stat check. Unlocks Hermit Ally. Okay. So I guess that kind of happened in the background without my knowing it. From the Brink. Defeat an old god with over 90% doom. Unlocks Bonesaw item. Okay, boop. We did that. World Saved 1 win your first playthrough. World Saved 2 win your second playthrough. Unlocks Mimi character. So, do we have another playable character now? Okay. World Doomed. Okay, yeah, we did that one. Eldritch Backstory 1. Eldritch Backstory 2. Win a playthrough using Medical History Backstory. Unlocks Hunted by the Cult Backstory. That doesn't sound good. Primum non nocere. Defeat Dream Devourer without killing a single patient. Unlocks Maria, ally. Okay. Alright. So, I guess that's where we are on achievements for now. So, another successful run under our belts. Haru is still hopeless, but hey, we got the photographer through this. So yeah, with that, thank you very much for watching. I hope you're enjoying the series so far, and I shall see you again next time. Until then, fare thee well. And yeah, I'll try and remember to change the timeline next time. Forgetful Durgan is forgetful. -2 reason.